The Australian has revealed plans to launch an iPad app with an estimated release date of late April. I caught up with Grant Holloway, the Australian's online managing editor, to talk about their iPad strategy.
I can tell you that we will be charging for our application. We will be having an introductory offer initially for our first version of the product, which will be available through the iTunes store, and then we'll be working towards significantly upgrading that as we develop our skills, and we will then be looking at other pricing structures, other subscription models down the track. It hasn't come that far yet, but it would be naive to think that that wouldn't be the type of thing that we are thinking about. Of course, down the track, these are some of the options that we would definitely be examining. Yes, we're definitely aiming to have advertising executions ready for launch. Again, nothing's locked in, but it is our intention to be partnering with advertisers with our initial product and develop other advertising models, again, as we get more skills in this area and as we actually get some data about how the advertising works. So at the moment, we have nothing to measure against. It's not as if we can say to an advertiser, okay, well, you ought to expect this many impressions, or this share of voice works better than that share of voice. We don't have any of that data because the thing's only been in market in the US for a few days. However, again, we are working closely with our colleagues in the US and at the Journal, and that, again, they've been most helpful to us in feeding to us what intelligence that they've already received, and we're applying that in our own strategies. Better advertising, probably not so much of that. I think we would be looking at a position where we would see the yield value of advertising on a device, a tablet device, to be higher than it currently is on a website, for example. And I think that we'd be looking to create a richer, more compelling experience for advertisers, and they would certainly be looking to this device to achieve quite a bit more cut through and wow factor with their advertising than is currently possible within a web environment, a digital environment. So to put it in perspective, we are, as a group, seeing this more of a device where the experience is more akin to a newspaper experience. The time spent on the serendipity of encountering advertising in the newspaper will be not replicated on this device, but certainly closer to that experience, and we would be hoping that revenues might start to reflect what we would consider to be a greater engagement. Obviously, we're not in this game. We're here to make money, and so of course we'd like to see that. But we won't make any more money out of advertising unless the product justifies it, unless that experience is more worthwhile to the user and to the advertiser. But this is a device which gives us an opportunity to do that. So it's up to us to make the most of those opportunities that this presents. I think it's going to be about tablet devices. I think that even by the end of this year, we may well have 5 or 6 rival devices offering similar styles of functionality. So I don't think it's just going to be about iPad. I think some of the things which Steve Jobs has been saying, Rick Mellick's been saying, they do see this device has the potential to be a game changer. So devices like this, certainly we would be anticipating that the uptake will be significant. What data that we have been able to get, again, and this has mainly been US-based, but surveying people who use iPhones, use iTouches, that style of thing, and what their indication of uptake is, would suggest to us that there would be considerable uptake. And look, there's a number of possibilities out there in terms of how these work, what pricing strategies there are, and what may be available and how they become available down the track, which would suggest that there's a considerable mood of cautious optimism that uptake of devices, tablet devices, not just iPad, would be significant.
Nick Evershed reporting for the NPA.